Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Cross. Let's get jittery. Oh. Oh. Yay. All right. Let's get the chat window open. Twitch. Twitch. Drugs. Drugs. Alrighty. Okay, let's keep looking at, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Let's keep making this texture look good. Blind Samurai Fisherman needs to look better. All right. Now we know where everything maps. Just a little recap. I've been working on his texture in Photoshop, and it's a texture that I got originally from a kit. So I'm adjusting and color coding where I want to change stuff. And that way I can look at the map. Let's move him over here. The texture map that I'm using. Open up the Photoshop file. I broke everything out into layers. I can recombine these later when I'm comfortable with it, but right now let's go to starting to really tie this together. I did a really fast job before, but let's start mixing it up some. Actually, let's look at, okay, that is the bottom of his shoes, right? These are the bottoms of his shoes. I think I'm going to change those, but let's keep moving. Let's do, let's wand this belt. One more time. I think this is one of our original ones. Let's go do a little organizational work here. What did that seem to be? Lower legs. Okay, that's. Well, there should be another one in here. This one I think is also lower legs. Let's do. Don't know that we're gonna need to have the difference between front and back, but let's leave them separate for now. Let's see, what's this layer? What is this layer? ¿Qué es esto? Zoom out a little bit. This will be easier to manage. And I'm going to pull this dock up so it's right here in the middle. All right, and we can turn layers on and off. Okay, this is our original. All right, let's turn this off. What should I call this one? What the hell about that? Let's go see what's kind of that color. It's his shoes. We know where that one is. Sort of his neck and ear color, it seems. In underside of his hand color. Okay, let's get into this. I think that might be his hand. This looks like the underside of his neck. I am going to see here. Let's change this. Let's unify this a little bit. I'm going to get my brush. We're going to select this color, and we're going to make a big brush. Actually, we're going to fill. Paint bucket, fill. Okay. I think, and I'm leaving them separate right now, just in case I want to be able to go into and do that detail. But turn off the selection. Let's go to this one. This seems to be a general background color. Let's leave that alone for now. Let's see. Everything else, let's just call it that for now. Let's call that. Let's do this one. What's this do? Okay, this was a hairline. Sorry, I think this is more like above the cheeks. Face color. Let's pull some of this together. Okay, all I really wanted from this one, I'm going to turn a bunch of these layers off. Okay, we're going to actually, you know what? Turn them all back on. The only thing I'm using from this layer is the feet and the stripes. I am going to Command Shift N, create a new text, new layer. We're going to create a layer that's only the pieces from here that we need. Actually, watch this. I'm going to turn off contiguous. Control D. Don't sample all layers, just this layer, and it'll select every color. Right? Okay. Now, I'm going to, let's look at our samurai over here. And let's look at where those stripes are. Yellow stripe on the front of his shins, arms, and that's about belt line. So I want to keep the belt line, but I don't care about these stripes on his arm. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Bucket. Select this white. Wand. We're going to deselect. What's going on here? What in the hell? Yeah. Minus this. No, pixels were selected. Interesting. Contiguous. Subtract that one. Subtract that one. There. That's what happened. I deselected everything. Actually, add that one back. We're going to bucket. Oh, tolerance is 32. It's good for like 15. Boop. Take care of those. Let's actually pick up this color. Key select. I'm just going to get rid of this selection, that selection, and we're going to fill in. Come on. Oh, I think I need this color. No? No? Yes? No? No. No? Yes? Yes? No?
Me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
No.
No?
Here.
Yes?
No.
No? No. No? Yes? Yes? No. No. Yes? Yes? Bucket. Okay. No. Alright, yep, I got off layer. Hold on. Head color, lower legs, front. That's all I wanted. We're good to go there. Now, what I was going to, I skipped ahead and I did the belt. Let's go find that belt. Oh, sweet, sweet coffee. Alright, I think we could turn this one off. Yes, do this. Yeah, let's do this. We'll bucket this in. Pretty clean. This plus this. Where is the belt? I like my belt. Does it have its own layer? I don't think so. Oops, I actually should have just... I done did it. I done did it. Okay, let's fill those in on my belt layer. All right. Let's do, I like that this marks my center line. And what I'm gonna do is make this its own layer. Hold on, let's turn this back on. And we'll call this button line. Leave that alone for now. Save that for later. Let's see. Eyebrows seem to be nicer. Let's go to the scar layer. There we go. Okay. And let's red is not quite the right color. Let's change this to, I think what we want actually is no, that color. And let's go to don't sample all layers. There we go. This layer and turn off his eyes so we can see that for a second. What I want to do is go over this scar layer with why is it not? Oh, here we go. I was selected the other way around. We'll just make it a straight line for now. There we go. All right, and then let's go to see, Control V. We made this its own layer above. Watch this action. We'll go to his eyes and go to his eye color. Select everything that's not his eyes. Go up to layer 6, and we will delete all of that business. Oh yeah, that didn't exactly come out how I wanted, but I think what we're going to do is this instead. Now that I've got his eye section selected and where that scar is going to go, what I want to do is actually affect, let's see, eye scar. And we don't want it to look exactly the same, but what I'd like to do is take this layer that's on top of it and start to do a little bit of implication that, okay, flow 50%, brush, pencil block, let's do something a little softer around the edges, 8 pixels, hardness, just take the hardness down. I usually like when I'm erasing just to completely wipe stuff, but in this case we're going to, it's almost like painting with this, like inverse painting. We're going to just put a hint that there's some damage on his eye there. There we go. All right. Just paint it down a little bit. And that should give us something a little bit more. I'm going to rough up this edge, just edge some, so it looks a little bit Yeah, I'm still sick, Joshua Chu. Let's get jittery. But the show must go on. We got to keep working. If we don't do something every week, we're never going to get done with this. It's never going to happen. I unfriend you. Right? We just got to keep going, Josh. There's no stopping. There's no getting sick. There's no sick in baseball. Just got to keep going. Yeah, man, I felt like staying in bed. I really did. You know, I think that's my big topic for the day, which is, you know, even those days I don't want to be working, just got to keep going. Just got to keep going, right? Let's see. Let's take this eye color. Let's do. I'm going to duplicate this again, and we're going to imply that there was a pupil back here by doing. Let's get a brush. Let's go to a full black color. Let's do what would have been his eye, right? And I think so. If, and you know what, I'll do this. I'll do this right here in Photoshop. Eye placement is important for this kind of a thing. If I put the eye right there, right, it's going to make him look a little cross-eyed, right? If I put his pupil, give me the brush. You know, pupil placement, even if I'm going to ditch it, is going to make a big difference in things, right? If I put it more like big and right there, he'll look like he was sleepy, right? Or he's looking at you from under his eyes. So what we need to do is make sure that we get right in the middle. And I think because he's been blind his whole life, we want to make his pupils either really small or really large. And I think having the whites of his eyes in there is really cool from like a kung fu sort of standpoint. So let's just put one in right there, right? Make that a go. All right, and then you can see the scar go across it a little bit. But what we're gonna do is take the opacity of that layer down, so it's more like it's been sort of healed over by the whites of his eyes, right? Like there's almost like a cataracting process going on. Like just the implication that there used to be pupils there that worked. Can you dig it, Josh? Can you dig it? Okay. Now let's leave the mouth alone for now. Button line. What's this one? Close. Let's. Why do I have two of these? Why? Okay, let's consolidate, because when I say head color, I kind of want his whole head. And right now I've just got beard, hair, random shit. There we go. There's our face. There's our cheeks. There's, is there anything and everything else that I want? Not right now. Let's just to stick with that. Seatbelt, lower legs back. That is supposedly everything. Let's turn this back on. Let's turn the original on so I know what these pieces are. Unselect everything. We're going to go to head color now. Face color and head color, I'm just going to pull those in together. Okay, we've done that. Let's turn our bald spot off. Okay, now let's look at where's cheeks? We're going to pull this one in now too. I'm just going to commit to it. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is this, plus this, and that, and this. Wait, that just turned into everything. What in the hell? Don't sample all layers, contiguous. Head color, wand. Here we go. Oh, I see. Let's go to, no, let's turn this layer off. Let's turn this layer back on. Let's turn everything else back off. Select. Wow, it's just going to get everything? Are you serious? Okay, let's try something else. Select color range. That's what it is. It's this one. Boom. Got all of those. Marquee. Unselect this. That tool I put a really tight color range on so that it would just get this black color instead of getting into, what's this? Is this his nose action? Okay, we're going to homogenize this selection in here because I know we're going to do it this way, that first let's do this. Yes, Josh, I'm going to look at your game. I got the build. I've been traveling. I was in San Francisco, and then now I'm home, but I'm tired as all hell. So I'll look at it today, hopefully, and get a chance to look at stuff. And how do you feel about taking a look at it on camera next week? Because I think that might be fun. Yes? Yes? Yes. Yes. All right. Next week, we're going to look at Joshua Chu's game and get a progress update. You know what? I'm going to go to Lasso. I am moving brain slow today. Brain slow. Hey, Josh, have you been playing anything lately? No? Yes? Yes? No? No? Are you liking it? MGS5? Little Metal Gear Solid? Oh, nice. Nice, dude. Pac-Man is always fun. So here's your design challenge, or your one of the design interview questions. There have been multiple attempts to turn Pac-Man into a 3D game, like a 3D world, etc., which are fine. But why, besides the fact that it's the same IP, why is Pac-Man, from a game mechanics standpoint, not Pac-Man in 3D? That's your homework for the week, Josh. You write me up an email that send it to coffeeacross@gmail, and I will grade your paper. Tell me why Pac-Man in 3D, from conceptually, mechanically, is not Pac-Man. Wow, people have been saying some really great things of Metal Gear. I'm gonna have to jump into that. I've never been a huge Metal Gear fan over the years. I really liked 4. Yeah, don't answer now. Don't answer now. And don't taint the chat room with your opinion. Write it to me in an email, and we'll talk about that next week as well. I think that'll give us a nice topic to sort of kick off some design challenges and talking stuff. We're gonna talk and stuff. Talking stuff. Let's see here. Let's do this. I'm gonna go to the bald spot. Delete all the rest of that shit. Control Shift I. Control D. Let's do this. We're gonna take this bald spot around a little bit more. Oh, no, why won't you let me have a wand? Is that not the hotkey anymore? That's lasso. Yeah, it's fucking W, you bastards. Meh. Mac. It was interesting. MGS4 was probably one of my favorites, but for different reasons. There was not enough gameplay, overall story that really messes with the... Oh, I don't know about what themes that other games established, so I wasn't already a fan, which is why 4 was good to me. And I just meant that in an emotional way, like it was nice to me. Yeah, it was frustrating overall. It was a lot of watch and not learn anything. But MGS4 was the first one where you could really make mistakes and keep going, as opposed to playing it really puzzly. And that's what I really appreciated, is like you didn't have to be so perfect every time that you did a takedown or worked on an area. So I thought it was much more agreeable to the way I like to play. Okay. Close. This is going to be like a magic trick by the time I get all this stuff going, because I think that like Blind Samurai is going to sort of take shape here before your eyes, and you will have a totally different look at what's going on with him. Oh man, maybe I'm gonna have to play 5. I might have to be playing some 5. So let's do this. So this everything else layer seems to be my catch-all, and it has gaps in it. What I'm actually gonna do is add some of these other things, which is essentially just gonna make it homogenize with everything else. But let's fill that shit in. I'll just do it with the brush because I don't think the next thing I do needs to have any kind of real crispness. Let's save it. Save. Save for web. Joshua Chu, Joshua Chu. All right. Oh, it's going to import. Okay, we're going to keep working at Photoshop while that's going. Bottom of his feet, we're going to change that back to something more like the top of his feet. Feet, where's the... Oh, okay, it hasn't even been really covered yet. And that, and that. We will make this much less tolerant, and we will unselect this. And let's go to, come on. Come on! Yeah, see, it's connected there. Escape pixels. Let's call these escape pixels. We're going to go in here. I'm going to come in, do a hold on. Get this color. We're going to connect this because I want this to be separated. I just wanted those two things. Let's turn everything else back on. Okay. And feet bottom. Let's make our feet bottoms feetsies. Let's make that the same color as the foot top for now. For now. No? I think I have to take it higher. Yep, that's what it is. Let's see, over the OG clothes. And we're getting pretty close here, Joshua Chu. So Control D. Let's get in here. All right, we're just gonna get rid of these. Watch this. Select, modify my selection, expand my selection by 2 pixels, and now I'm just going to wipe it out. Boop. Cleanly. Yeah, sometimes it's fun though, Josh. The trick is to start working on it in a way that do interesting things, right? Like I'm into this only because like there's a whole vision here for what Blind Samurai is going to eventually look like, right? And it's very exciting to me. So what's interesting is the it's not necessarily the work that's going into it. It's the oh, I think I'm. I guess let's leave that for now. Yeah, but it's you're right. It's probably the least fun. I like building in 3D. I wish I like there are different things that allow you to paint directly on the guy, but I sort of like doing it this old school way for now because it gives me a lot of control over working with somebody else's work. So that being said, let's actually before we get into that, let's see if our action has come in. There we go. Is it still freaking importing? Dude. So also, I think in, see, what is this, October? We should do a Halloween edition of the show. And we should also, I think what I'm going to transition into in November is I'm going to start working on Ghost of Iwo Jima on the show, Joshua Chu. Oh, hey, did I mention that I left Nexon? Did I mention that while I was sick? My last day at Nexon was, I don't know, last week? 2 weeks ago? Okay, looking for a straight line. Okay. Oh man, I've been so out of it. Okay, I think part of what I'm seeing now is there's some of it is lighting, and some of it is. What do you think about his eyes, Josh? Do you like that? I know there's a 15-second delay. You do? Okay. Like, I like them a lot, or I love them, or I like mediocre. Like, you're just sort of in the middle. What's going on? Yeah, it makes him look a little alienish, doesn't it? Let me. Let's do. Let's get rid of that eye scar. Right. Oh, those pupils might make it look a little bit crazy too. I think I'm going to get rid of the pupils too. Let's go back to this look and let's do this scar. Stitch these two. Drag these to the trash. Drag them to the trash. Drag them to the trash. And we'll put a slight bit of more detail on some of these scar bits here. Let me do brush. Should we zoom? Let's get in right in on these eyes. Let's get the brush out. I'm going to make the scar a little smaller actually. By giving him some more eye creases. What? No! Why? Why? What is that? Why? Why? It is why. Okay. Making his sort of like old man eye creases a little bit more prominent. A couple of more wrinkles. I'll come back through with a Wacom brush and we'll clean this up quite a bit more. That should give us a couple of nice little eye crinkles, and then give him a little bit more of a sort of old manish look. All right. And, okay. It looks like shit right now, but that's okay. Oh, where are you going, Josh? Where is Josh going? What the hell about that? What? Where are you gonna go, dude? What are you gonna do? How are you gonna eat? Huh. So let's do Hey Josh, why don't you let's Skype this week. Not today, because I'm gonna go jump back into bed. But let's try and Skype like okay, well, you know, but there's working or getting a job, and then there's, you know, pushing your career forward, right? You don't want to be stuck in QA the rest of your time. So I gotta. What I want to talk to you about is like let's work on. Actually, let's talk about that next Saturday too. So if you're only got, when you're fresh off of your job. Let's talk about your employment opportunities, but let's talk before then as well. Next week, Skype me at 9:30, so you and I can talk about it for 30 minutes before the show, and then let's then we'll prep to show your game, and then we'll take the show from there. But then let's make that the topic of the show next week, of like how to turn your test job into a career in games. Right? Can you dig it? Know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm gonna get some more coffee to get more jittery. Oh, I have a magic assistant behind the curtain. It's just me and Josh right now, babe. Jess says hi.
Here you go.
Oh, magic coffee. Magic coffee. What? Why is that funny? It's not funny. It's what it is. Magic coffee. Josh says hi.
Hi, Josh.
Lieutenant Dan, you've got magic legs. Let's see here. All right. Say back over this. I think this might be the last set of texture work for a while, Josh, because I think what I want to do now is start to mess with his model and getting back into making him more Blind Samurai-ish, because there's enough pieces here for you to believe that that's who it is. I might have to give him some head wrinkles. Head wrinkles to make him a little bit more old. He's old. Yeah. Yep. Okay, come on. Let's go. So crazy that one PNG takes this long. It used to be like freaking drag and drop. Boop, it was done. Done. Oh. It sucks being sick, Josh. It sucks. Anyway. Okay, since it's just you and me, Josh, let's do we've got 15 minutes. Yeah, they added too much stuff without optimizing, right? Or they sort of slowed it down, or I don't know. That's what it feels like from a consumer standpoint. You added too much. Why nothing work? All right, Josh, it's you and me. What do you want to do for the last 15 minutes? Dude, no, I don't want a fucking keyboard. Twitch, fix your shit. What do you want to do for the last 15 minutes? Okay, let's take this. Control C, let's open up our okay. Prototype level. Oh yeah, actually, the fish work. I was just in the wrong scene. So what we're going to do is find our. Oh, I gotta freaking reorganize again. Where is our guy? Deleted. There we go. Alright, okay, let's play it. Well, actually, our fish do need to start moving around. They're pretty static. Here we go. And actually, what I need to do is let's go to. I started adding a UI to this, but let's turn this off for a second because that's what's making half the screen light up over there. Where's my? Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, fishies, fishies. There's a fish. There's a fish. Fish, fish, fish. Beep, 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 beep. We're kind of getting to the place where I want to start working on that sort of blip mechanic a little bit better because now we've got sort of a general thing happening. But it doesn't look great. It doesn't look like hold on. Well, that's going to slow things down a little bit. Here's our terrain. Where's our terrain? There's our terrain. Is there no terrain collider? There's not. so it has no collision. Let's see here. Let's, however. Hey Josh, do you ever use terrain? Oh, go away. Man. Is this one? Terrain painting, right? Paint height, raise or lower terrain. So what is the... Let's go out here and test some of this terrain work. Oh. No. Did not let paint old terrain? Or is this a terrain that's... Oh, this is the one. Alright, I'll fiddle with terrain later. We may have to replace all that shit. And we're going to... Where is... No, I don't want to be in that mode. Why can't I just select this shit? Where is this BG? BG! Deleted. Yeah, it's not got collision. It not have collision. Oh, was I working around out here with the... What in the hell? Or is that just some test spot that somebody was making? Okay, so let's go through our scene a little bit. I'm going to ditch some of this crap. Focus in on it. Let's look at... There's our main camera. It's orthographic. 2. This kind of keeps getting cut out. iPad wide. Where is honey? Where are my pants? So yeah, it's going through. It's going to cut through that. Let's do this as 3D. There's our orthographic view. Right. Okay. Trying to see, line it up so we're looking down where the camera is. Okay, let's pick this up. Let's move it. There we go. Let's look at our game view. Let's turn our water back on because apparently I turned it off. Nighttime, simple water. Oh, that actually might be the problem, Keith. I might have to actually start from scratch a little bit and go back to... There we are. Keith, is there anything you want to see in the last 10 or 15 minutes? It's almost 11, and I'm going to climb back into bed. But if there's something that you think I should move into, let me know, man. But... if not, I'm gonna jump off here pretty soon. Look at that, it's starting to get exciting. Starting to be exciting. So actually, let's move over to Keynote for a second. Yeah, I think I need to do a whole episode on terrain. Let's go. Let's find my. When in doubt, let's start taking an inventory on everything. We need to. Okay, we kind of did that. Asset store shopping. Just looking back at my notes real quick. Let's look at what our screen should look like. I mean, we need to do this panel, right? We're not really done with gameplay. Let's actually do this. Before I get too deep into making things look good, let's do our gameplay to-do list. We need to actually come up with a swipe solution and mechanic, because I don't feel like the mechanic is quite there yet, right? We've got things illuminating. We need to do fish AI. Okay. So I'm going to do this key and then wrap it up for the week and then set this up for next week. Fish AI, we need a swipe solution. So not only do you need to illuminate them, once they're illuminated, we're going to have to do a swipe. So I need to know the difference between tap and swipe. We'll get to that. I'll actually probably use my phone as a remote. So let's see, let's do this. Okay. Where basically, instead of having to do a full iPhone build, you can use your phone like a controller and work it on the screen. We need to do fish AI. We need to do some sushi slicing. I'll just call it mini game for now, but that's the second part of the game. And then we also have to do some that swiping. Let's look at our notes screen, right? Pawn, we have blind samurai. Some level logic we have to do. Let me line that in. Blind samurai, swipe, fish showed up, cut the fish, make sushi. There we go. And just for the sake of, so that we can see it, I am going to watch this. Let's do Unity. Unity. Keynote. Unity. Keynote. We're not too far off, right? So let's see. Ninjas and Ninja Logic. Let's see. These are actually big topics. I'm going to try and keep it down to these four, but we're going to have to do blind samurai animations to indicate the slicing and the fishing and whatnot. We also need to get some props. Fishing pole, sword, something else like that, and then I think what we're going to need to do is have main. Let's just call this level logic, main menu. Logic, because right now we have sort of like a mechanical push, but we don't actually have like the full throughput of gameplay yet. So this will have to be heavy on the let's see, GUI work. Level logic is actually it's going to be scripting work. This will be and work action work. Ninjas and Ninja Logic for fun work. Okay. Sushi slicing minigame is going to be more scripting. Scripting work. Fish AI is also going to be scripting work. But this is going to involve motion slash animate. Well, I'll just call it motion. So pathing. Routing. Avoidance AI. Spawn logic. Scripting work. Okay, and we're in good shape for next week. Let's say goodbye to Blind Samurai. Oh, found 2 fish. Found 1 fish. And in fact, I think from an emotional standpoint, you know what? I'm gonna do this. Let's do one more. Gameplay goals. And we're gonna write. Let's see. Finding fish. Reword this. Revealing fish, and the reason I reworded it is because that's what we're going to work on from. Yes, nice. Revealing fish feels awesome. I'm gonna use these. These are. I'm actually saying the difference between great, good, great, and awesome, right? So, and then okay, and then what else? So in these gameplay goals, and this is enough. If we can work on these 3 things and get this to be right, everything else kind of takes itself. It's all details. Tapping on the water feels good. There's like a nice tactile splish splash kind of a thing going on, and the sonar goes out, and you understand it. Revealing the fish feels great, right? I want it to feel slightly better than actually. I want it to feel like, ooh, it's a reveal, it's a scratcher, it's a lotto ticket, right? And to do that, we're going to have to work on that sonar mechanic to make it feel like you did something magical with revealing the fish. And then we have to do the slicing the fish feels awesome and empowering. That's going to be an interesting sideshow for us. But I think that's it, guys. I am going to sign out and get some more rest and try and shake this this bug, whatever I've got, this beginning of fall, semi-flu, some shit. Like I slept in till like 9:30 this morning, which is not normal. That is not normal. Anyway, later, guys. See you next week, and we're gonna start with Joshua Chu's Josh Achu's game. So Josh, don't forget to call me next week at 9:30, and then we'll start with yours, and then we'll transition back into wherever we're at. But I have a feeling that the first 30 minutes is going to be all yours, buddy. All right. Later, skater.